History is not only a lesson from the past, but also a lesson for the future. Yesterday, during the anniversary celebrations of the Greater Poland Uprising, Polish President Karol Nawrocki spoke about Bolesław Chrobry, who accepted the crown as a symbol of the sovereignty and independence of the Polish state. The crown, which is a symbol of Poland's victory, but also a crown that says so much about our national community. A national community open to the West, but also a national community ready to defend the western border of Poland. Things that seem obvious, especially in view of the upcoming Migration Pact and the agreement between Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk and the German Chancellor, who is already transferring illegal migrants unwanted in Germany to Poland, behind the backs of the Polish people. This is a game with Poland's security. Let us remember that we are threatened not only by Russia, but also by ideas such as multiculturalism, which has led Europe to extreme danger. Despite this, the Prime Minister of the December 13th coalition, who clearly does not feel the need to protect the western borders, has spoken out. President Nawrocki has once again pointed to the West as the main threat to Poland. This is the essence of the dispute between the anti-European bloc, Nawrocki, Brown, Mensen, Law and Justice, and our coalition. A deadly serious dispute. A dispute about our values, security and sovereignty, East or West. But Donald Tusk probably quickly regretted his post when President Karol Nawrocki responded to it. Prime Minister, it's hard to believe that we graduated from the same department, history. Do you blame Bolesław Chrobry for fighting in the East and West, and the Greater Poland insurgents for fighting for Poland against Germany? Is that also the West? The essence of the dispute is rather that the Prime Minister is unable to listen with understanding, or is deliberately seeking conflict, because he cannot balance the budget, healthcare, etc. I already talked about the threat from the East, when the Prime Minister was walking along the pier and hugging Russia, as it is. And I still say, but not in connection with the Greater Poland Uprising. That's not the point. We must learn from history. Let us remember that Poland was attacked during World War II, after the Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact, following the Soviet-German agreement. If today there are further threats to Poland coming from the West, such as saying that European law is more important than the Polish constitution, if it is said that the Migration Pact must be introduced against the will of the Polish people, if it is said that ETS2 is a necessity, then these are threats that will lower the quality of life and affect the security of our country. Donald Tusk and the entire December 13th coalition are trying to divert attention from the Migration Pact they agreed to. Hence, such dismissive comments as those made by Foreign Minister Radosław Sikorski. I would like to reassure the President that as long as Germany is in NATO and the EU, and is ruled by Christians or Social Democrats, there is no threat to our western border. A threat could only arise if Europhobic nationalists came to power across the Oder. If Sikorski, in his arrogance and conceit, cannot see what European bureaucrats with the help of Tusk have done with Germany, France and the United Kingdom, which is no longer in the European Union, then he cannot see the powerful threat that is smoldering beyond our western border, and we will have to defend Poland against what will actually threaten us from the West. And the threat is very real. The inhabitants of Western Europe can no longer walk the streets of their cities in peace. Women are particularly vulnerable. Murders, rapes, assaults, and thefts have become commonplace in Spain, Germany, and France, everywhere where illegal migrants have been allowed in without control. 2 days ago, an illegal immigrant from Africa, specifically Mali, stabbed 3 women in the Paris subway. According to police information, it turned out that this illegal immigrant had been ordered to leave French territory. This shows how defenseless the state services are in the face of mass illegal immigration, and such cases occur almost daily in France. Now, with the help of Donald Tusk, Germany is trying to bring all these threats to Poland. The Migration Pact is one of the elements of the so-called leftist social engineering. It is an attempt to shift the problems of Western European countries, especially Germany, France, and the Benelux countries, which have been affected by all the negative effects of migration, mass migration, including illegal migration of culturally foreign people who do not integrate. That is why it is so important to defend against threats from the East, but also from the West.